When I was like 7 years old, our grandma had this really cute dog, and she was a mix of golden retriever with border collie, and she was so nice. She was the cutest dog that I've ever seen. Whenever I got home, she went out to greet me, but I really treat her like shit. I never consider her as my friend. Whenever I got home, I would chase her down, and she would be really terrified of me. And you know, I bought like twice gun, the water gun, right? And then I would spray it on her, bro. And till this day, I never think that what the fuck was I doing? Like, how could I do that to a dog? And she was wet. She was shaking her body, and she looks really poor. But I didn't really care. I just kept going and going, and I feel good because I torture her. But like one day, my grandmother saw me spraying the water on that poor dog, and she told me that, Andy, you should love your dog more. And I was like, she wasn't my dog. I never liked her. I love to make fun of her. I love to, you know, make her wet, make her just scared of me. And, I feel good about that. But a few weeks passed by until the point, since the point where my mother told me that, grandmother told me that. And, I was thinking that, you know, why would I do this? She was treating me really nice. I guess that I should, you know, make, like, solve the problem with her, make she love me again. And I started to approach her more, gently. I started to giving her more treats, and as time went on, she was getting less scared of me. And sometimes she was just sticking around my foot, and she was going around and be barking all over the place. And I thought that this is maybe the beginning of a new friendship, right? I was healing her, she was healing me. And I started to change my perception about what I did. I was so guilty. I swear that I'll never do that to an animal again. Like, just be blatantly making her miserable. And I don't want to do that for a single second ever again. But little did I know, a few weeks passed by. I came home after school as usual, but I didn't see her running around anymore. And you know, all of the thoughts are coming in my head. Some of the worst thoughts, some of the normal thoughts, everything just mixed together. And I questioned a lot. And when I got into my house, I asked my grandma, where's our dog? And for a few minutes, I would say, she didn't respond to me. She was just walking around the house doing some chores. But I kept insisting her. I kept going. I keep wanting the answer. And I keep asking her over and over again. And until some point, she looked at me. She almost, I can saw some tears on her, man. And you know she said, you should forget her. And I was like, what? You should forget her. She's gone now. She's not in this world anymore. She belonged to the death. And I was in disbelief, bro. Bro, like, I keep asking my grandmother that, how? Why did she die? But it's still a silence. And I noticed that a few days earlier, I noticed that she was coughing a lot. And I think she swallowed like some fish bone and it's stuck inside of her throat, and that's why, she always was always coughing so loud. And I think it's made her bleed inside, like internal bleeding, and I think that there's a point that because she wasn't treated properly, the worst thing eventually comes. And like the irony thing here is that when she was healthy, since she was energetic and just running around the house loving me, I treat her like trash, bro. I never consider her as my friend. I took her for granted, but about right when I'm about to change my mind, right when I'm about to make her happier, she said goodbye to me. She really did. She said goodbye in a way that I cannot even imagine, bro. It's out of my brain. And since that day, bro, like I don't know what to tell you, bro. Like I'm not exactly sad, but there's something feels empty inside, bro. Something is missing. Is it guilt? Is it melancholy? Is it the fact because I didn't appreciate her time around me when she were here on this earth, and when she left this world, I want her back. Is that right, Andy? How can you be so cruel to a dog? And when you realize that you need to treat her better, you didn't get a chance to do it anymore. And I regret all of my actions so much, bro. I wish that when I was first time meeting that dog, I would hug her, bro. I would, you know, peg her and just, go around messing around with her, bro. Bro, everything is just a painful memory to me at this point. And to you who are watching this video right now, whoever is around you, even your friends, your best friends, even your uncle, even your parents, your grandparents, be grateful for them, appreciate them, spend your time, spend your most quality time with them, bro. It's like you were just having it for the first time, like you'll never have it again, because that might be the truth someday, bro. You never know when they'll be gone, bro. You never know. Maybe right now you're happy and you'll be like, yay, I got my all of my loved ones around me and they really love me, and that's true. That's really true. But you always have to take in consideration the worst case possibility ever. It could happen, and it sure did happen to me. Even though it was just a dog, but to me, she was the whole world. She was everything to me, and it things might not seem like it when I was like 7 years old. I make fun of her. I treat her like trash, and but as time goes by, bro, I just want to be comforted by a dog, and I didn't get the privilege to do that anymore. And later on, years after years, when I'm getting older, my mom bought me like some more dogs, but it doesn't last long. My mom sent them away for the other to adopt, and things doesn't really feel the same. And I really just hope that everyone's around you will live a truly happy life, including you, and whoever are loving you, whoever are you know comforting you and cheering you up every day, or maybe not, but they have good intentions to you. Please love them back, bro. I know that a lot of people like quality loved ones. Maybe, there are bad ones out there, but I don't know. You gotta look for someone that actually truly cares about you, bro, and look out for that person. Love them, treat them like there's no tomorrow, bro. And that's the harsh reality that I learned when I first lost my dog, bro. Okay, this is way too long, bro. Thank you for watching. I wish you guys the best.